Morning. Today we're going to present about reflection report of organization management. Our team members Nur Maria, Najwa Huda, Geeta and Sharina.
Planning phase. For this phase, we what is the purpose and goals for this assignment? We have to choose entrepreneur and interview them based on the topic given, which is PLOC, and we have to get an answer from them. Next, outline the tasks and steps. In these steps, we focused on Gantt chart, which is the time we have to choose the entrepreneur, we create the answer, we approach the entrepreneur, and we go when we want to interview the entrepreneur. Next, allocate responsible. The leader will responsible for to controlling group members and make sure they all stay they all stay on track and make sure that all the process are going smooth until submission. Okay, for risk assessment and timeline, risks in this assignment such as budget and delay in time, I have to go to that we have to go interview the entrepreneur. We need a budget and also time, like entrepreneur time. We have to follow their time. For the timeline for planning phase, we have to plan this around 4 weeks, which is enough for us to plan for this.
Hello everyone, my name is Sharimi. I am here to describe the activities we did before and during the process of engaging with entrepreneurs. First, we prepare by dividing tasks in our team. Some of learn about the entrepreneur and their business, while others wrote questions to ask during the interview. Maria contacted the entrepreneur to explain our assignment and set up a meeting. We decided to use Google Meet for interview and made sure our camera, microphone and recording tools were working well. On the day of interview, we introduce ourselves and starting asking our question. We listen carefully to the answer and ask more questions when needed. We recorded the interview so we wouldn't miss anything important. At the end, we thanked the entrepreneur for sharing their story. The interview taught us a lot, overcoming challenges and staying strong, and we will be using this lesson in the future.
Challenge and solution before engaging the entrepreneur. We have to select the right entrepreneur, looking at the various aspects before making selection, thought about the industry the entrepreneur work in. Why? Because our group have two different choice in the entrepreneur with a different type of industry. First entrepreneur in food industry and the second in construction. We have some discussion and we decide to choose food industry, which is we familiar with. Why we choose food industry? Because it will be easier for us to understand and it is more relevant.
Next, interview questions and responses from the entrepreneur. First one is planning. What are the short-term goals and long-term goals for your business and how do you plan to achieve them? Justification. It gives a clear direction and focus beside we can allocate our resources efficiently and give motivation to the staff to achieve the target. The response is, the short-term goal for our business is monthly targets. To increase sales, we add more stock and regularly visit supermarkets and meet with the agents to promote our products. We have been running this business for 5 years. For example, in the first year, we produced mee bandung paste and Assam boy for the market. Therefore, in long term, we plan to add more value to our products. We plan to improve the process or method to save time. Previously, we used manual methods to produce the product, which took a long time. Now we use a machine to cook the paste. This saves time and at the same time, we can focus on other tasks. Next, leading. Can you describe a time when you had to lead during a difficult situation? The justification is to know how entrepreneurs find themselves in a situation where things don't go according to plan. The response from the entrepreneur is, typically a business will face several issues whether related to ourselves, employees or the product. We also face some challenges such as lack of self-confidence. Sometimes while working we feel down because of this lack of confidence. For example, we struggle with communication, product promotion and attracting customers. To overcome this, we need to confront our weakness head on. Another issue we face is related to employees. For instance, when we assign tasks to employees, they sometimes pretend to understand how to complete the work but don't actually know what to do. Therefore, to address this issue, as business owners, we must listen carefully to our employees. The second question for leading: what steps do you take to make sure your team is working well together? Justification: to identify what step entrepreneur take to create a strong team. The response from the entrepreneur is: as business owners, make sure our team is working well together. As business owners, we also must demonstrate commitment to resolving issues within the company and among employees. If they face any issues, we must inquire about the problem they are experiencing and assist them in resolving those issues. As business owner, we should always listen to our employees' concerns to ensure they work together effectively. Furthermore, to ensure good teamwork among employees, business owners must act fairly toward all the employees. Next, organizing: how to organize people into a hierarchy of reporting and authority. The justification: to identify how entrepreneurs clear the chain of command. Hierarchy provides a clear reporting structure so that everyone knows who is responsible for each area. The response: I have organized some people into hierarchy of reporting and authority. In our business, we produce several products, including paste and beverage. We have divided our organization chart into several sections such as farming department, processing department, promotion department, and business account department. For each section, we have assigned specific employees to carry out their tasks. For example, in the farming department, we have allocated several workers to handle their respective duties. In fact, to produce the Samboy beverage, we grow our own lime fruit. Therefore, we produce the product using our own homegrown crops. Second question for organizing: how to determine the tasks to be done by all the staff. The justification: to know how entrepreneur ensure tasks are assigned according to each individual's strength and past experience to improve efficiency and quality. The response from the entrepreneur is: as business owners, make sure our team is working well together. As business owners, we also must demonstrate commitment to resolving issues within the company and among employees. If they face any issues, we must inquire about the problem they are experiencing and assist them in resolving those issues. As business owner, we should always listen to our employees' concerns to ensure they work together effectively. Furthermore, to ensure good teamwork among employees, business owners must act fairly toward all the employees. Lastly, controlling: what control system or process do you use to effectively manage resources such as human, financial, inventory? The justification: it helps to see how well the entrepreneur is managing critical aspects of their business. The response from the entrepreneur is: the system of control process we use to manage human resources include scheduling employee working hours. Work starts at 8:30 a.m. followed by lunch break from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. and employees can leave work at 5:30 p.m. Employees working in the food-related department are required to take a typhoid vaccination. They must receive this vaccination at least once every 2 years. The purpose of this vaccination is to prevent the spread of foodborne infections. In terms of financial resources, it divided into several sections such as raw materials, salaries, and utility bills. For example, in the raw material section, we avoid storing excessive supplies due to limited storage space. We purchase raw material according to the needs of production process, as storing too much can lead to waste.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Najwa Huda. My metric number is 084101. I am responsible to preparing SWOT. So for the strength, the product is high quality and safe to consume because they grow their lime fruit to be produced to make Samboy. And the second is the company has a wide variety of products to offer customers such as Mi Bandung paste and also Samboy. So for the weakness of this company, the first one is lack of highly skilled staff. They pretend to know or understand, but actually they do not understand. So the next is lack of self-confidence and skill communication. For example, the company always struggles with self-confidence. It leads them to have problems with marketing activity. So for the opportunity, the first one is it also could be an emerging food trend because nowadays it is trend to produce food or drinks that are instant or just ready to eat because nowadays people want to save time and want everything easier. So the second is this also can lead to advancement in new technology for SME entrepreneurs. For example, this company is using a machine to cook or prepare the paste instead of using a manual method. So for the three of this SWOT is the first one is changing consumer preference. So people will always want to try something new. Sometimes they want to eat healthier food and sometimes they want to try instant food. So the next one is supply chain disruption. The company will avoid storing excessive supplies due to limited storage space. So they just purchase raw materials according to the needs of the production process only. So for the Gantt chart, we started analysis all the answers from the entrepreneur in mid-sem until week 8. This is because we already continue our selected entrepreneur in mid-sem. So the next is we continue to prepare our assignment report, start in week 8 until week 12. So the next one is after we prepare assignment report, we continue to edit assignment video, start in week 11 until week 12. So the last one is submission of the our assignment. So we submit our report in week 12 at 3 January 2025.
After we finished the interview, report, and video presentation, we had a few things left to do, such as review and editing. We go through everything one last time and check it wisely if there is any mistake. And for the video, we watch it a couple of times and doing some editing for the video. After that, we seek peer feedback, which is we show some of our friends and get a feedback from them. After that, final check for requirement, which is we have to fulfill the requirements and prepare for submission. We rename everything properly and make sure that our assignment is ready to submit. Challenge and solution during completion. First is time management. We have to do many things in one time, so we decide to divide it up the tasks and set a deadline for each task. Next is working as a team. It's hard for us to working as a team if we are not update to each other. So we set up one group chat and we all check in with each other regularly. And the last one is an analyzing interview answer and turning information into a report. We have to listen for the video a few times and taking notes on the important points. So it will overcome the challenge for analyze the interview answer.
So lesson learned from interview from the PLOC perspective. The first one is planning element. So we know about how Puan Samsu set objective or goals for this company to ensure the company can focus on achieving the target and also motivate the staff to achieve the target. So the example is Puan Samsu Ayla set a monthly target and also set a target for what new things we must expand. As a result, each year Puan Samsu introduced a new product to further her business. So the next is leading element. So in leading element, we can see how Puan Samsu handled the situations where the things don't go according to the plan. For example, the staff mostly have low self-esteem. So to overcome this, Puan Samsu has confronted the staff's weakness head-on by attending the workshop and seminar class that guide how to improve self-confidence and manage business accounts and also deal with the customers. So from the organizing elements, an aspect of this company is we know how the entrepreneur provides a clear reporting structure so that everyone knows who is responsible for each area. So for example, Puan Samsu has divided the tasks into several departments such as the farming department, processing department, promotion department and business accounts department. So for each section, Puan Samsu has assigned specific employees to carry out their tasks based on their specialty. So the next element is controlling. So controlling is the most required part because every part requires a controlling aspect to run a business. So we can see here that Puan Samsu manage their resources effectively, like setting up employee schedule. Because scheduling helps managers or entrepreneurs monitor how resources, including time, are utilized. So Puan Samsu, for example, has divided financial resources into several sections, such as raw materials and salaries and utility bills to establish clear budgets for different departments, projects, or the functions. So the next title is Analyzing PLOC in the firm. So from the planning element, we can see that planning process makes us to identify the best course of action to achieve those goals and establishing strategies to guide the decision making. So planning is important to set out long and short-term goals because without goals, employees and management may struggle to understand the company's purpose and long-term vision. So the next element is organizing elements. So once plans are made, the next step is organizing, which involves structuring the company's resources such as people, capital, information to execute the plans effectively. So identify how entrepreneurs clear the change of command. So hierarchy provides a clear reporting structure so that everyone knows who is responsible for each area. So the next element in PLOC is leading. So leading element involves motivating, directing, and influencing employees to achieve the organization goals. It is about managing people, communication, and fostering a positive organizational culture. So the next effective leadership provides a clear vision and direction for the organization. So the last one is controlling elements. So controlling ensures that the organization is on the track to achieve its goals. It involves monitoring progress, comparing actual performance with expected performance, and making adjustments as necessary. So controlling is the safeguard of the entire process. Without it, an organization can easily veer off course. Thank you.
Tips for students to improve this assignment. First is plan ahead and manage your time. This is why our lecturer asked us to have a Gantt chart. We can plan our assignment ahead and we have to stick with the plan. So it helps you finish your assignment on time. Next, don't be afraid to ask help. If you're afraid to ask help, you will lost and you will stuck by yourself and cannot finish the assignment by the time of submission.
That's all from us. Thank you for watching.